There you go, get some video. Come on.
Can I get you something to drink?
Thank you very much.
Where are the cameras?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you all to be outstanding and welcome Michael and Marguerite? You've done this before. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael, Marguerite and I would like to cut the cake. If anyone would like to come up and take a photograph, please come forward.
Michael, could you hear us when you were outside there?
Yes.
Yeah, because we could hear you as well. Folks, I hope you can understand me because we have first trouble understanding the Scottish accent. But this was a task that was, I suppose, thrust upon me at short notice this week, so I'll be as brief as I can. I want today too long. Firstly, on behalf of the O'Sullivan family, I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate Marguerite and Michael on the wonderful achievement of reaching their golden wedding. 50 years ago, the green and gold of the Kingdom of Kerry was amalgamated with the green and gold of the Royal County of Meath, and that flag is still flying through here today. And the third Sunday in September this year, the green and gold will be flying in Croke Park again. And there's something here for Marguerite to be waving in Glasgow.
Up against me.
I just wonder, is it like driving the same car for 50 years, or cycling the same bicycle, or walking the same road? But if it is, I hope I can do it as well. I've 20 down this year, and I must talk to Michael later on there to see what to expect for the next 30. I'm sure everyone here today that if they aspire to reaching 50 years of marriage, they would hope to be as happy and healthy as Michael and Marguerite are. In the O'Sullivan house in Rathmore, affectionately known as the Taylor's house, Marguerite was wedged in between two brothers. Unfortunately, Ted and Ardennis are here with us in body today anyway, but I know they're here in spirit. And I know they'll be very proud of their sister and her husband on this very, very special occasion. The last golden wedding anniversary celebration that I was at was my own grandparents, Marguerite's mum and dad. It's over 30 years ago now. And anyone here that was there on that day will tell you that there was one very cute altar boy, and his name wasn't John. And needless to say, I wasn't in a position to have a toast to the happy couple that day, but now I can share a toast to this very, very special couple. And just before I finish, just a couple of proverbs, maybe, or a few words of wisdom. They say that all marriages are happy. It's just the living together bit afterwards that causes all the trouble. And for the men in the group here, the easiest way to remember your wedding anniversary is to forget it just once. Then one good turn gets all the blankets. A rolling sausage gathers no gravy. May you live as long as you want to, and may you want to as long as you live. May the good Lord take a liking to you, but not too soon, I hope. And may you be in heaven at least 2 hours before the devil realises you're dead. Margaret and Michael, I just want to thank you very much for having us as part of your celebration today. I wish you the best of everything that you wish for yourselves in the future, and I wish you many years of health and happiness in your golden years. Thank you.
He's his best man as well on his wedding day. You have to say a couple of words on behalf of the family.
Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to see you all here enjoying this golden wedding celebration. Half a century ago, I was very privileged to act as best man at Michael and Marguerite's wedding, where Mary Felice was the very well-able bridesmaid. This evening, of course, I'm double privileged to be here celebrating their golden wedding anniversary. And I'm sure you all join me in wishing Michael and Marguerite many other anniversaries here to come. And that's all.
Next, I call upon Tommy Copeland to say a few words.
What can I say? Well, I can't follow on from people from Kerry or from Meath because I never kissed the Blarneystone. The best I got was kissing a tenant slag, I think. So, no, I can't do that one. No, I can't do that one. What do you make of that beautiful service today? Father Dan, you did the most wonderful job. Thanks so much for supporting the family once again. And what about the children? The readers were just fantastic. Francesca, where's Nicholas? Nicholas, Alexandra, Kate Scott, you did a fantastic job. Well done. On behalf of all the Copelands, thank you both very much, Michael and Marguerite, for inviting us all to join in with the golden wedding celebrations. We're all delighted to be here with you both today. Thank you very, very much. And thinking of what to say today, I was reminded of something that Michael, in actual fact, said to me last, it was a couple of weeks ago. We were out for the actual night of the golden wedding anniversary. The whole family was out, myself and Elaine, the children, Kevin, Marie, the children, and the 4th of June, wasn't it? And Michael said to me, Tommy, it's great to have and be surrounded by such a wonderful family. And that's it, just dawned on me. I said, that's just it. That's what Michael and Marguerite are all about. To me, in any case, they've always demonstrated their love, their commitment, and their devotion to their family, not only the immediate family, but the whole family, whether it be from Meath, from the Kerry, and elsewhere. And in actual fact, today's turnout today is testimony to that. We've got people from America, from Ireland, of course, England, and Roger, even China. I can't wait to hear this accent. Roger. Can you imagine, just to let you know, Roger's a pilot, he's moved over there with the family to China for about a couple of years.
It's
So I'd love to hear.
It's the furthest we could get him away.
It's the first we could get away, probably right. I just can't wait to hear this accent though. He-tong, bigora, bigora. And then there's the Guinness, of course. What else am I saying?
Slagged off.
I know if it wasn't for Michael and Margaret's love and commitment we spoke about earlier on in devotion, then Elaine and I would have had a much harder time bringing up the children than we did have. Michael and Margaret's kindergarten certainly saved the day for us, and for that, Michael and Margaret, we're both eternally grateful. So on behalf of Elaine, Francesca, Michael's #1 VIP, Nicholas, or should I say Speedy Gonzalez, Arriba, Alexander the boss, and Ziggy. Yes, Michael, you even look after the blooming cat for us as well. We thank you both so very, very much for just being you. We all love you both so very, very, very much. So finally, we hope and pray that you'll both have as much love and affection in your future years together as you've both enjoyed in the past 50. And we all mean that from the bottom of our very, very hearts. Bottom of our very hearts even. So anyway, glasses, is that blooming rum you got me? So, toast is it? Michael and Margaret.
Marguerite.
Sorry. Trying to video at the same time.
Before you sit down, can I ask you just to say a few words as well? Just a couple of short words, please. Short and sweet. Will I come to you?
I'll pass over.
No, I am not going to talk. All I'm going to say is, thanks be to God today has come. Because Mikey has persecuted everyone for the last 3 years. He never stopped. And poor Father Reardon, 4 years. I suppose they think they can do what they like with him because he's Marguerite's nephew. Is that right? Sorry, first cousin. But all I remember about Michael is chasing up and down the road with the bicycle, the carrier on the bicycle, and Terry the dog on the back of it. And once he was out and was at that, he was as happy as Larry, and we had great peace in the house. I only would just like to say I compliment them on the treatment they gave Mum and Dad during their aging years, and I hope that when they are aging they will get the same treatment as they did with her. They were brilliant with her. Happy anniversary.
Sound as well as video.
Of course, we'll do it.
It's my turn now. A couple of pages. Not too much. Yeah, 50 years together, and it's like, wow, fabulous. And there's so many good times over those 50 years. There's too many good times to mention, it would take us too long. And there was also a lot of tough times. Losing a daughter at such a young age, because I lost a sister 34 years ago this week. My sister Josephine died at the age of 12, so I just wanted to mention Josephine. That break a lot of families up, and it just shows with Mum and Dad the power of love that just brought them together and made them stronger through it all. But today is a great day, a day of celebration, and I'd like to begin by congratulating Mum and Dad and just say how proud Elaine and I are of you, and we really, really are inspired by you both. a lot of planning went into today, and a lot of planning went into today, really did. And a few months ago, Mum and Dad were out in Barhead, and they called into the local chemist shop, and Dad had arranged to see the pharmacist, and he wanted a few words with him. He went over and explained the situation. He told the pharmacist that in June we're 50 years married, and we're going to be having this celebration, and I wondered, do you sell heart medication? The pharmacist kind of said, yeah, we sell quite a lot of heart medication. That's good, Dad said. He then asked, what about for indigestion and heartburn? The pharmacist looked at him again and said, yeah, we sell a lot of medication for indigestion and heartburn. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. And Dad's kind of nodding and saying, good, I'm glad about that. What about for memory problems, Alzheimer's, arthritis? Do you have any medication for that? Again, the pharmacist looked at him and said, yeah, we do a lot. We've got medication for all those ailments. Excellent. Do you do wheelchairs, Zimmer frames, The pharmacist kind of looking confused and saying, yeah, we can do all shapes and sizes, it's not a problem at all. So that's fabulous, wonderful. Is it okay if we use this store for a gift list? No, but seriously folks, there's been a lot of planning and an awful lot of expense going into today. And Mum and Dad have been very generous, and Elaine and myself are delighted that you can all be here today. We really are delighted that you're all here. And we don't feel in any way at all that Mum and Dad are squandering our inheritance. They've taught us to be hard-working, never give up, and not be scared of new challenges. And how many people can say they've owned a guest house, a hotel, or the Tarnaree, a bar, or the Enterprise Bar, a contracting business, a farm, backward farm, built their own house, like Levo Villa, and been a landlord, to name but a few. We keep going there. And Mum often reminds me of when she worked in the Enterprise Bar. And I was about 11 or 12 at the time, and we used to come in from school, and we'd get into the house, and Mum would have to go and open up the bar. So she'd just be heading out, and we never knew what time she was going to be getting home at. Sometimes she'd be home at 8, sometimes she had to work to closing time, so she'd be heading off to get the bus, and she'd be heading up the street. And I used to run out onto the front steps, and I'd shout up the street, "Mum, what time will you be home from the pub?"
That's true.
Very good.
I was just like, what did the neighbours think? But I have to say, Dad wanted this day more than Mum. And Mum could have let it pass without a fuss at all, because 50 years ago in Oxford, not a lot of family could have been there for the celebration. So, at least we've got Paddy and Mary Denise here today, which is, I'd like to give them a round of applause as well. But Dad can be very romantic at times. Because 50 years ago it was a more quieter affair, he wanted this celebration to be, everyone to be here to celebrate and for Mum to have a wonderful day. And as the years have gone by, his anniversary presents like today have got much better, because I can remember previous anniversary gifts. There's one in particular that sticks out in my mind, and it's one that Mum had gone to a lot of hassle and effort in getting Dad a new suit, and she got this suit and wrapped it all up. It was lovely paper, and it came to the stage where she gave her present to Dad after the meal we'd all had together. Dad opened it up, and then it was Dad's turn to give his gift to Mum. And it was Bankland Farm, we lived in those days, and he walked her over to the window, and he looked out over the fields, and he pointed out and he said, "See that black heifer over there? In 18 months' time we can sell that for a good profit." But to compare them as a couple, Dad has always been a very ambitious person, and he still is interested in business, sports, politics. And Mum, she's not interested in any of those things at all. She's very calm, friendly, and I can never remember her losing her temper at all. I'm afraid I can't say that about Dad. Anyone who's ever been in a traffic jam with Dad before. After paying his road tax for all those years, he owns quite a bit of the roads.
That's a feeny rite of passage.
Very possible, yeah. Mum wouldn't like to cause offence, keeps her thoughts to herself and shares them at an opportune moment. Whereas Dad, he's got strong opinions. He's very generous in sharing them. That's a teeny trait as well. But despite their differences, their personalities work well as a team. And they're like magnets, opposites attract. My father, Dan, mentioned it earlier on, they're chalk and cheese, and they are very different, but they do really, really work well as a team. Mum's a brilliant housewife and really good cook and keeps the house really clean. And Dad's great at DIY jobs and looking after the remote controls. But I don't want to paint a picture that they don't have much in common, because they really do have an awful lot in common. They really do. They've got plenty of similarities. They're both passionate, I mean really, really passionate about EastEnders. Emmerdale. They're also very, very passionate about family values and really passionate about their grandchildren. And at this point I'd like to get Kate and Alexander to just say a wee poem they wrote for their granny grandpa. If that's okay. Have your poem, girls. Open it up quick. Nice and loud.
Dear Granny and Grandpa, 50 years we've been together, April, June and forever. Gran, you're so lucky to have a husband like Michael Finney. Grandpa is handsome and tired working. Grandpa, you're so lucky to have a wife like Margaret Finney. Gran is caring and beautiful. Gran is hardworking and wonderful. You're so lucky to have each other and to have all of us too. We'll always love you, and we're sure you'll always love us.
Scott, the youngest grandchild, would like to sing you a wee song, if that's okay.
Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love in our eyes. May now your love sweep this nation. Cause us, O Lord, to arise. Give us a fresh understanding, brotherly love that is real. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love. Joy shared among us. Let there be joy in our eyes. May now your joy sweep this nation. Cause us, O Lord, to arise. Give us a fresh understanding, brotherly love that is real. Let there be joy shared among us. Let there be joy.
So yes, I'd just like to finish off with saying that I want to finish off with saying that yeah, just a toast to Mum and Dad, to the bride and groom 50 years on. And can we all be upstanding, please? Spending the rest of their lives happy, healthy and in love. Michael and Margaret. And just to finish off, Dad, the man of the day, we'd like to call him.
What's that you say, Paul?
He's the best singer I've heard. Get him a contract now.
This will be difficult because I cannot talk much at all. I'm the shy one in this family. I see I'm getting suspicious looks, I better say something. Reverend Father, friends and relations, Margaret and I wish to express our gratitude in abundance for you all putting the effort in to be here today. It means so much to us. It was wonderful to have the grandchildren and all our family participate in the glorification of our 50 years together. And I'm sure you'll all agree it was a lovely service. I'd like to thank Father Dan Reardon for coming over from Kerry to officiate at the Mass and to give us so much support over the years. He's been a great friend and a great guidance. Thank you, Father. We want to treat this occasion as a family get-together, and that's why we want to bring all the children here for this occasion. I'm delighted that so many of you brought all your children with you. I just hope you'll make a point of getting them to meet all their relations where possible and to get them to know and to bond and hopefully carry on the tradition of the family unit. Because without the family unit, I don't think there's much involved. We appreciate very much having Roger and family here from China, Ian and family here from West Virginia in the USA, and we've got the youngest member here today who's only 3 months old from West Virginia, Sean Campion. I don't think he'll remember the day, but I'm sure he'll be told plenty about it. Friends and relations here from England, Essex. Where's my ego? There's my ego. We have them here from Dublin, Meath, Waterford, Cork, Kerry, Philadelphia, you name it. And it's terrific for you all to come and join with us in this celebration. What else forgot to say? We feel that children have been mistreated to a degree, because in our younger days we used to think children should be seen and not heard. And I don't think that that is the proper way to approach it with children. Well, I think they've got a lot to learn, but they've got a lot to give, and provided we guide them, I'm sure they will respond and they will give to us what we would expect and be citizens that we hope they all will be and will grow into. I remember when I was young and I couldn't grow up fast enough. I think the same is the situation today with the young ones. When I was 10, I wanted to be a teenager, then I wanted to be 16 so I could get a bit of freedom. Then one night coming out of the cinema I met my sister Kitty and Michael Harlan, who was watching for us. And he thought he had one over on me, but he asked me had I my kissing license. I shocked him because I pulled it out of my pocket. The other things went by, and time went by. I finished school, job and apprenticeship, and still not being satisfied. My friend and I decided to go to Keighley, and went to Keighley in Yorkshire, and then I went from there to Manchester, and from there to Southport, where I met Marguerite. At that particular time, I was just a young qualified electrician, and I got told that there was a great opening coming up in Rhodesia in the gold mines on 2-year contracts, and I decided to apply for it. So eventually I called to London, I sat a test in London, had an interview, and a while later I got notified that I had been accepted, and I had 5 weeks to decide whether I would take up the opportunity or not. So I discussed it with Margaret, and we agreed we'd carry on going out together until I was taken off. But instead, as the weeks went by, we decided to get married instead. Where was I? Yeah, we got married on the 4th of June in 1960 in Corpus Christi Church in Headington, just outside Oxford. We had married Denise St. Pat as bridesmaid and best man. And I'd like you to raise your glasses to them today, being here with us at this time. To the bridesmaid and best man.
Well done, I've got today, do you realise?
I know, we have to force them to that.
We'll catch up with them again now,
We actually got married twice that day because the law in England stated you had to have a civil wedding as well as a religious wedding. So Kate B. Rourke, I think, was the registrar. He married us in the sacristy and then went out into the church and got married by Father Dugan. So now 50 years later, we've been to renew our vows with Father Dan today for another 50 years. So what I would like to do now is invite you all back here for a celebration. Happy for it. Anyway, I think I've told you enough about us and all that's happened in the past. Thanks be to God we're still here today. I'm delighted to have you all. I would now like to thank the hotel staff for all they've done for us over the period, especially Carla Walsh, who's the banqueting manageress and who has been around here all evening and has done a wonderful job. She's a lovely person and a very competent individual in my eyes. I would like to thank Claire Duncan, who is supervising the whole thing here this evening. And if there's any complaints about the food, she's the one to say it. So, the other ones I would like to thank is a great friend of Margie's, Christine Kyle, who made the cake. I know you haven't sampled it yet, but I'm sure you do. You'll see the reason why I'm thanking her. She's been a very good friend of Margie for a long number of years and a terrific person. Also her husband Andrew, who we get on very, very well with. Who else have we not thanked? Oh no. I would like to thank all our wonderful grandchildren who, now that we're retired, we get to spend more time with and love very deeply. I wish to thank Tommy and Elaine, Kevin and Marie for all the help they've given us in getting this organised this stage tonight and helping us to make sure that it went pretty well. last but not least, I'd like to thank Marguerite. I've been staying with me for another 50 years. And I hope you'll all be back in 2060. Thank you all very much.
No, but speaks out here and it's time to move on, it really is. But there's two things I need to do. The first thing is, there's this wee tradition that I think it came from America, and what you do is you get a spoon, and until the groom kisses the bride, and the glass. You don't stop until it. And I know we're all going to get drunk with the amount of toast we've had, we might get toast, and have a drink. I'm afraid there's one more toast you have to give tonight as well, and that toast is for Rosanna and Pete, who on this actual day are 52 years married today. Bang your glasses for a kiss, please. And while you have your glasses in your hand, we now have to vacate this room and move out to the bar area where they just change the tablecloths and the band will start. So if we could just lift your drinks and lift your belongings, move next door just for a few minutes, and then we'll be coming back through. Thank you very much.
Well done, Kate.
Fill my heart with gladness, take away Good very much. Good to warm up. Right, we're looking for a good night now, so it was a song by a Scottish band from 1974, the year I was born. The song by
1874, you mean?
The song by Steelers Wheel was called Stuck in the Middle with Me.
What are you really doing with this camera?
Switch on, get back.
Clouds to the left of me, jumping to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I ever wonder what it is that you do. It's so hard to keep a smile on your face, and I'm losing control of the place. Clouds to the left of me, jumping to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Sing it! Well, you started off in nothing. I feel a hurricane blowing. I feel the air is coming soon. I feel the rivers overflowing. I feel the voice raining on. Well, come on tonight, for it's time to change your life. There's a bad mood on the rise. Up here, hey, got your friends together. Up here, across paradise. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is changing for an eye. Well, I'm coming tonight, for it's time to change your life. There's a bad mood on the rise. Well, don't come around tonight, for it's time to change your life. There's a bad mood on the rise. Thank you very much. Some of the same vein, a quick step for any time.